A really good week of practice. Tuesday was about as physical a practice as we've had since I've been here. Was proud of our guys. I think they understand what's coming. We've got a ton of respect for Kansas State and their brand of football, and so we understand that this week's worth of preparation is critical to get us ready for Saturday. Shane Buechele did practice today, limited, and as of yesterday, early in practice, Zach Shackelford rolled his ankle, his surgical ankle, so we held him out yesterday. Participated limited today, but a lot better, probably more of a scare than anything on that ankle, and we expect him to be fully participating tomorrow and Saturday on game day.
Is that also the case with Buechele, full participation?
Correct, yep.
You guys have been gone for about a month. Is it exciting to be back at home, playing on a Saturday again, and just a normal routine for this team?
Yeah, I'd be lying if I said it wasn't. I mean, there's I think a little added pep in our step this week, knowing that we're home for the first time in what feels like forever, and that we are playing on a Saturday night in our stadium, and playing on a Thursday is never fun, but the benefit of it is that you get that Friday and Saturday after the game off, and so if you can win, especially on the road, it helps a little bit. I wouldn't certainly call it like an open week, but it's a little added recovery. So we were able on Sunday to put shoulder pads on, which certainly helps knowing what team we're facing this week. So we got a little more physical work on Sunday than we normally do, because Sunday's usually a day right after the game where we were 3 days removed from a game. So our guys are excited. It's been a while since we've been home.
Tom, what is Shane doing better than Sam right now?
I think he's getting the ball out quicker in the throw game, and more accurately. I think he's seen things before they happen, probably just a tiny bit better.
You said the super physical practice yesterday, maybe the most since you've been here.
On Tuesday.
On Tuesday, excuse me. Do you think that, like you keep saying, the players know who's coming in, that it's K-State? Is that a product of just the style of K-State, what you guys are wanting to see from them, or what do you think you attribute that to?
I think it's a couple things. One, yeah, I don't think it's any secret that K-State has been and continues to be one of, if not the most physical teams in the Big 12, certainly. And that's a program that we like to pattern ourselves off of in terms of the physical brand of football that they play. But also, I think our guys are, after the last 3 weeks of playing the kind of defense that we played, I think they are really excited to get back out there, especially on that side of the ball, and go do it again and again and again and again. And the success on that side of the ball has led to some belief, a little added belief in kind of the way that we do things.
Coach, if by any chance Shane is unable to go, what's your confidence level in Sam after 2 starts?
Great. Yeah, I mean, he's Sam is 1-0 as a starter, or 1-1 as a starter, with the one loss being 42 seconds away from a win at the Coliseum against USC. So I think all of us in this program believe in him and believe that he can win us football games.
And I'm assuming since Shane was limited, you've allowed Sam to take some first-team reps this week?
He has taken quite a few, but so has Shane, yes.
Hall of Honor weekend, Coach. I know that's near and dear to your heart. What about Nathan Vasher and Sean Rogers, 2 guys that and how pumped up and excited are you for them to get that honor bestowed?
Yeah, both of them were here when I was here. Sean was on his way out, and the next year Nathan was on his way in, and just really excited. I mean, you couldn't ask for 2 better Longhorns to be represented, and that's why they're going in the Hall of Honor. And I remember just the sheer physical freakiness of Sean Rogers. I remember, I think we were in Gregory Gym one time, and I saw this 6'4", 330-pound guy, 360 dunk. And I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't know human beings that looked like that could do that. And then, Nate Vasher, just remembering, how mature he was for a freshman, and how he attacked his craft, and really came in, on the heels of Quentin Jammer, and there was that lineage of DBs was starting to take shape here, and he's definitely one of the greats that have come through here.
Tom, because they ran power, counter, inside, outside zone primarily in the running game last year, is that what this offensive line and this group is best at?
Yeah, and that's what we run too. They had a really good running back last year. I think he won an award or something called the Doak Walker, which is the nation's best, and that when you have one back there, that masks a lot of deficiencies, and so we don't have that guy just yet. We're working towards that, but so in order for us to run the ball better, it's got to be a collective effort, and we've got to have things go right. And offensive football is very synchronized, and again, you could have 10 guys do their job perfectly, and one guy screw up, and you got a bad play, and it's very interdependent. And so we're not gonna, again, we run inside, outside zone, power and counter. Not as much power because our tight ends are who they are, but inside, outside zone and counter is kind of what we make our living on too.
But I know every job is kind of a week-to-week thing with you. Are there guys who are maybe in a position to get more playing time this Saturday because of how they practice this week?
Tennille Carter comes to mind. Got a stripe off today, which was encouraging. Denzel Okafor has had a good week of practice. Terrell Cooney's practiced well too. So I think you'll see that. Malcolm Roach has had a good week on that side of the ball. I don't worry about that side near as much. I think it's interesting. When you look at when Tennille is out there with Cade and Reggie Hemphill, and if Denzel is out there with Derek Kerstetter, you're talking about 5 freshmen that are out there on offense with 2 sophomores in Colin Johnson and Zach Shackelford. So it is a young outfit on offense, and they're coming into their own, but they don't give you mulligans because you got a bunch of freshmen playing. They don't, and so we gotta get those guys grown up in a hurry.
Tom, this series with Kansas State, I think Texas has just one win in the last handful of games. And I know you said you like to pattern this program off of what Bill Snyder's been able to do with physicality and all that, but what is it about Kansas State and this team? Do they just have a mental hold on the players, on the program? Why is it that Texas always struggles?
No, I don't think that's ever a thing. Every year is different. Every team is different. So it's more of a testament to them and their consistency. And they don't beat themselves. They don't turn the ball over. They play unbelievably sound, fast, physical defense, and they can run the football and chew up a lot of clock. And it's been a formula for them for success for a long, long time. But it's irrelevant this year versus last year versus 5 years ago. There's no carryover effect in football.
What did you make of their game against Vanderbilt?
Was surprised a little bit. Haven't watched a ton of their defense against Vanderbilt because of the styles of offense are different, and obviously they're going to defend Vanderbilt differently than they're going to defend us and our formations and plays. But Vanderbilt had a tremendous defensive game plan to hold on. I think the final score was 14-7. So obviously K-State continued to play defense. You hold somebody to 14 points, that's a good day at the office in today's college football. But the thing that stood out was how well Vanderbilt was able to defend them.
You said, the Shaq injury is probably just a scare, but if he wasn't able to go, what's kind of the backup plan at center? Would it be Jake over or Cooney?
No, it'd be Cooney at center and Jake would stay at guard.
There was a play early in the game last week where Malik kind of gets on Deshaun for not making a play. Do you like that? Do you encourage the policing of themselves?
Oh yeah, I mean, I honestly don't know what you're talking about. I didn't see it. I don't watch the TV copy, but if that happens, certainly. I mean, if Deshaun was supposed to make a play or was supposed to be in a place that he wasn't, and it affected Malik's ability to do his job, then yeah, absolutely. But the cool thing is when you do that, though, as I think was very evident too, when our defense and offense, for that matter, when we make great plays, we go celebrate with each other too. So there's a real brotherhood forming here, and with any brothers, if a decision or an act that they make affects the other one's ability to do their job, you're going to let them know it, and also make sure that you communicate that you have the confidence in them to make sure it doesn't happen again. Thank you.